Yeah, I hated every single day of this apprenticeship. How did I start my corporate career? I was in a secondary school after elementary school, where we had the chance to do a lot of internships. This school is very much focused on bringing people to the workplace, so they are doing their job quite well. And we already started in the 8th grade to have internships. So 2 weeks of in each year, so in grade 8, 9 and 10. So we had to have internships. I need to do this anyway, so then I can really figure out what do I want to do. And the first one was at the electric company as industrial clerk. So I figured out, okay, so what makes sense to me? So where I can maybe see myself in the future. A mother from one friend of mine was very helpful in applying us there. So my parents are not very helpful in this kind of stuff. I could not rely on them for help. And also at this point of time, I was 13 and they did this whole divorce thing. This is why I'm really grateful for the help of the mother for my friend, because she applied us there. She basically helped us writing the applications and then bringing it in, because it was the time where you printed it out and then bring it there together with your resume that you can have. And so I ended up going there for 2 weeks, and I figured out this is kind of fun, to make kind of a difference in a larger company. And also I talked to some apprentices there, so they really had some nice apprentices where they also were studying. So one of them was quitting at that point in time because her apprenticeship was over, and she decided to go to uni. And I figured out, maybe that's not such a bad thing here. This internship kind of also shaped my willingness to do an A-level degree, because this is not necessarily the case when you're finishing secondary school in Germany, to go after that to high school and get an A-level degree. Normally you go into an apprenticeship directly without A-level degree or without going to university. So this is why I did this. And then the second one I did in pharmacy. So this was in the 9th grade then. And I figured out, maybe I want to go to retail someday, because in Germany the pharmacies have also kind of retail office hours, and I was interested in that. And also we have had in my hometown village a beautiful pharmacy. So this is really like very old building. They have kind of a fontaine in the middle of it, inside, so indoors. And it is really, just a beautiful one. And I wanted to work there since I was a small child. And I thought maybe I'm doing an internship here. As a medizinisch-technische Angestellte. And I figured out in the course of it that I don't want to work on Saturdays. That's why I figured out maybe it's not the right one. And I also had not such a good time with the people there. So they were a little bit mean to me. So at least what I figured. And so they kind of were, you're not precise enough, and you need to be very, very precise with the scale. You need to do half a gram of this and half a gram of this. And then I said, okay, maybe this is not so much for me. And I also didn't like the working hours. Even though I was in secondary school and was not so underage, I was a minor. And this is why I was not able to work on Saturdays, but all the rest had to work on Saturdays. And I also figured out the working climate was not so fun. And this is why I thought, maybe MTA is not the right one for you to go. So that's why I refused the thought of that. And then I did an internship in my father's company. He had a company back in the days, and so I was doing roofs with him. He was a roofer, and I worked in his company to figure also out this kind of work. But to be honest, these early mornings, you have to be outside, even though the weather conditions are very bad, very cold, very warm. And also what I also didn't like was that my nails were gone after one day. Yeah. So this is also what I didn't like, and I figured out maybe I have a little bit of fear of heights, so this is why I decided this one is probably not for me. As you can see, I tried out in this early age. So I think I was 15 in the 10th grade. I tried a huge variety of different professions that I can maybe take on with graduating from this school. And then when I was in my 10th grade, there was this woman coming in from a grammar school. And this was a grammar school with focus in economics. So this was not the usual A-level degree that you can do in Germany in each and every grammar school. This is Allgemeine Hochschulreife. But I did a Allgemeine Hochschulreife, so an A-level degree with the focus on economics. Yeah, and I thought, and this will help you get your industrial clerk apprenticeship because you already have some pre-knowledge, so this never hurts. So I tried to kind of find my unfair advantage here, so that's what I have compared to the other ones. Because I had to drive to go to the school with a bus 1.5 hours. So this was really a huge one, and I was living in a small village in the north of Germany back in the days. This was a huge commitment, and also the step from secondary school to grammar school is a large one in Germany. Yeah, so I had these challenges, but I figured out after I saw this woman presenting this kind of grammar school program that you can apply for, and I figured out, maybe I will do this first. Yeah, so then I had just to figure out in the secondary school what kind of qualifications do I have to get to enter this program. Yeah, and that's what I did. Yeah. I went to my parents and said after the 10th grade I want to do exactly that program. The only condition is you need to buy me a laptop. So this is how I got my first laptop in 2003. This was a very heavy one and a super large one, and I had to carry it to my to school every day and every day home. This 3 hours ride so 1.5 hours in the morning, 1.5 hours in the evening. It was a commitment, so let's say that way. But I figured out this is what I need to do to get this apprenticeship. And after I finished my A-level degree, or in the course of class 12, let's say that way, you have to start applying for apprenticeships. Yeah? And it was really not easy getting one, I have to admit. It was really, really hard. And I found a company where I was able to do this apprenticeship. And to be honest, guys, they were really, really not nice to me. To be honest, this was the hardest 3 years of my life. If you consider back, I really did a lot of hard things, even though going from secondary school to grammar school was really hard for me, because I had to learn a lot, and it was very close for me to repeat the 12th grade, but I not ended up having to do that, and I was so thankful for that. So my teacher was really, really nice, and she said, you have to do this and you have to do that, and consider this, you need some more points here to really get this done. So this apprenticeship was really the nightmare of my life, but I'm, to be honest, a little bit proud to this day that I really put it through, because it brought me where I am right now, and it made me harder. But what I have learned there is that people not always mean what they say. So they said to us at the very beginning, you have to bring your ideas, so you're prepared to be the future elite and so on. And I said, what are you talking about? So we're just little apprentices. But we want to hear your ideas and so on. And I said, okay, I will give you my ideas. And that's why I, in my last podcast, also said that we have to deal with the ideas that people are bringing, because in fact, they just wanted to have drones that doing the work and don't ask questions. Doing it with 100%, being 100% flexible in working hours, and don't ask any questions and don't require anything. So that's what they want. But they told us we should bring new ideas, do something new, rework some processes, add some value to my work, and so on. So I wanted to be creative here, and so I ended up in this, let's say, really horrible time. I was never so disappointed and so sad. Yeah, it was really a hard time, to be honest. And 3 months before end of this, I had to perform a project to finalize my my apprenticeship. And it was so hard and no one was supporting me. And then the lady at the entrance took me in her arms and saying, Tanja, you will have to go through this. It's just 3 more months, so don't consider quitting. You will manage that. And she was right. I'm thankful to this day for her support and for her guidance, but it was really, really, really sad. And now I'm on the other side of the table and can offer apprentices a rotation in my team now. And to be honest, I don't want anybody to suffer this, because this was really the hardest thing that I ever did in my entire life, and I don't want anybody else to suffer this. So this is why I'm really focusing on adding value to the lives of people, also to my team, and also to the apprentices that are doing a rotation in my team, that they really have a great time and enjoy the rotation and learn something and create something, because I suffered of this. At this point in time, that I will never do anything I don't like for more than 6 months in a row. And I kind of stick to this rules until today. For me, this is very important because I had to do so much work that I really hated. I hated every single day of this apprenticeship, and I am so happy that I went out of it successfully. I was in the glad position that I was able to leave right after that, because I got my first job.